With your CIGTV News, I'm April Cummings in for Donna Bush. In our top story, Health Minister the Honorable Dwayne Seymour joined organizers, survivors, and members of the public at Monday's launch of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Chief Officer Jennifer Ahern accompanied the minister to the annual event organized by the Lions Club of Tropical Gardens. In brief remarks, Minister Seymour warmly praised the club for its contributions to the fight against breast cancer.
This is a very important health education drive. It's now in its third decade, and I think it is significant that we all take a moment to celebrate its success. When it comes to this cause, there are no more committed advocates anywhere than the Lions Club of Tropical Garden, and I ask you to give them a round of applause.
Also speaking at the event, breast cancer survivor Carla McVicker, who strongly endorsed the importance for survivors of having a positive viewpoint.
This is a hard journey, and I don't wish it on anyone. But by the grace of God, and by the support of family and friends, and by the support of all the organizations and churches and everybody in the community, you will get through it, and you will come out stronger because of it, and you will have a story to share that will encourage others who will go through it.
Ms. McVicker noted that community support was another invaluable tool in the survivor arsenal.
Breast cancer is on the rise in Cayman. Don't know why, but for those of you who have experienced it, like one lioness says, 80% of us, either a family member or you know someone who's experienced cancer. Having that support system is so important. So please, if you hear of someone who has been diagnosed, what I found was people will say, how can I help you? That's great. That's a great way to start. How can I help you? Don't say, praying for you is very important. So how can I help you? Once you open that up for them, they can come back to you and say, well, okay, can you, I just needed somebody to go to the supermarket and get me yogurt, you know? I needed yogurts one day and I just couldn't go out, and how can I help you? Just go to the supermarket and get me some yogurts, please.
In other news, Older Persons Month 2018 got underway at a service at Elmsley Memorial Church last Sunday, attended by around 120 people. Each October, the Cayman Islands pays tribute to its community of older persons with a month of uplifting and motivational events organized by the Ministry of Community Affairs and the Department of Children and Family Services. At the church service, this year's theme of respecting the wisdom and value of older persons was reflected in the sermon, hymns, remarks, and readings. Counselor for Community Affairs Austin Harris and Director of Children and Family Services Felicia Robinson both recognized the outstanding contributions made by seniors in the Cayman Islands. Meanwhile, Jenna Clifford gave an inspiring Bible reading, and Crosby Walton sang, accompanied by the church choir. More exciting events are planned each week in October. For more information on the activities, visit the Department of Children and Family Services Facebook page to view the Older Persons Month calendar. And finally, in a follow-up to World Habitat Day, the Department of Environmental Health is urging local residents to be mindful when recycling plastics. The international observance of World Habitat Day on Monday highlighted the role that strong waste management plays in preserving our local habitat. In the Cayman Islands, Environment Minister Dwayne Seymour, in his message, stressed the need to reduce, reuse, and recycle, in addition to highlighting government projects and existing services in the area. Mr. Seymour also praised community groups like Plastic Free Cayman, which committed to cleaning up local beaches once a month. With these themes in mind, CIGTV asked Department of Environmental Health Public Relations and Public Education Officer Stacey Ann Anderson to talk with us about the current state of recycling in the Cayman Islands.
In 2017, 96,000 tons of garbage was accepted into the Georgetown landfill. Almost 40% of that could have been reused or recycled. To this end, the DEH continues to maintain recycling depots which are located at all of the major supermarkets here on Grand Cayman. Each week, we are able to collect 7,500 pounds of recyclables from these depots. Between 2016 and 2017, we were able to collect almost 250 tons of recyclable type 1 and 2 plastics, mixed paper and cardboard, as well as tin and aluminum cans from these depots. What we have found is that a large quantity, approximately 43% of these, are mixed paper and cardboard, while another 36% happens to be plastics, type 1 and 2 plastics. And what is interesting to note also is the fact that of the plastics that are collected, only 2/3 are able to be processed. Reason being, persons are putting other types of plastics into the recycling container. And I say this to say, we want to remind persons that we only collect type 1 and type 2 plastics. So, the message in all of this is reduce, reuse, recycle. A lot of garbage is being collected by the DEH, a lot of garbage is taken into our landfills. Do your part. Recycle, reuse, reduce.
Ms. Anderson's response to CIGTV will begin airing as a public service announcement later this week. As always, if you missed our update, you can get all the details on our Facebook and YouTube pages. I'm April Cummings, in for Donna Bush.
Boating, fishing, and water sports in the Cayman Islands are great, but keep a cool head. Here are 7 tips for fun and safe sea outings. Number 1, use a checklist to plan your outing. Check the weather forecast, make a float plan, and share it with someone who is remaining on land, stating where you're going, with whom, and when you're expected to return. Visit your nearest marine supply store to get your safety gear. This includes signaling mirrors, whistles, and a flare kit. It's also very important to have onboard flotation devices and life vests for each person. There are different types of vests. Some are for water sport activities such as snorkeling, and others are for going on offshore boating or on fishing trips. Number 2. These items can be lifesavers in case of an accident or bad weather. Number 3. Use a motor kill switch, especially if you're boating alone. In case of a leak or breakdown, always stay with the boat until help arrives. If you capsize, an emergency beacon or locator device can send a distress signal to inform the authorities of your location. Larger flares will indicate distress to a boat, airplane, or search and rescue officials. Number 4. In addition to sunscreen, food, and beverages, it would be smart to have a cell phone. Make sure your marine radio works. Cayman's boaters use Channel 16 to communicate. Number 5. Also, don't forget your anchor and sufficient rope. Number 6. Boat operators should be familiar with the local waters and reefs, as well as the capabilities and functions of the vessels they are using. Always obey the rules of the sea and the marine environment, and have courtesy for others. Number 7. Alcohol and salt water do not mix, especially if you're the captain. Some useful contact numbers are 911. The RCIPS Marine Base is 649-7710, and the Port Authority is 949-2055. Smooth sailing all!